Hello everybody and welcome. Last time out we had 2 draws in the episode. Does it mean that our season is going off the rails, or can we get back on the rails very, very quickly? Hello and welcome to episode 25 of Where Eagles Dare, as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have 2 games for you. Manchester City at home. In fact, they're both at home. Manchester City at home in the Premier League match day 8, and then it's Bayern Munich in the Champions League phase match day 3. And I did say at the top of the episode, are we about to get the season back on the rails? If we do, we've done it the hard way, because Manchester City are tucked right behind us in the Premier League as it currently stands. If we have a quick look at the table, as you'll see, we've just got that one little blip, that little grey blob. Otherwise, we'd have been way in front of Manchester City, and it wouldn't have been too desperate if we'd lost against them. But they are tucked in behind us, just 3 points behind us. And we have a couple more points down to Newcastle, who are tucked in there as well. But we want to get our season back on par, basically, and today is the day to do it. We're playing on the Friday, and then we will be looking at the game against Bayern Munich, which is coming up on Wednesday in the Champions League phase. And the league table after 2 matches looks like this. We're down in 13th, having won 1 and drawn 1. Bayern Munich are just above us. They have also won 1 and drawn 1. Their win came by virtue of a 3-1 win against Barcelona, and their draw was a 2-2 draw against Paris Saint-Germain. They've not had it easy up till now. They'll be thinking that this is an easier tie than they've had to date, but we want to prove that that is not the case. So, without any more to do, I don't think there's any more news to bring you up to date with. It's time to get on with the first game of the episode. It's Manchester City at Selhurst Park. Last season we beat them 4-3 at home. If we can get that one to come up. There we go. Goals from Sarr. Well, Sarr had scored all 4 goals in that game. He was on a right old rich run of form. Foden, Doku and Haaland getting the 3 goals for Manchester City. I'd like to say a similar result today would be very nice. And here we are for the game against Manchester City, Premier League match day 8. And this is the side that will face Manchester City. It's Henderson in goal, and Gorey, Guy, Lacroix and Munwa are defensive line. Kamada and Wharton in that midfield. It's Pino, Uche and Sarr across the attacking midfield. As said, Sarr scoring 4 against Manchester City last time out. Let's hope he can do it again. And Mateta leading the attack up front. On the bench, it's Benitez, Guy, Mitchell, Dragusin, Doucouré, Raksaki, Lerma, Nketiah and Esse. And here we are at Selhurst Park, 4-2-3-1. We continue with that formation. They are playing a 4-3-3 with defensive midfielder. They are in second on 16. We are top on 19. As they come out on the pitch, Manchester City playing in black tonight. And Haaland gets us underway for this one. And a foul straight on. Guy, Angori. We've had to weather storms in previous matches against them. 2-2 draw at their place later last season. Mateta. Sarr's been robbed by Foden. Sarr just sort of like looking to make that pass and didn't get it away. And it's crossed in and Haaland makes a full profit. And we've given the ball up too easily. Foden winning that ball. And it's Foden the provider. Haaland lurking in that 6-yard box. And who was that? Got the wrong side of him. Guy getting the wrong side of him. And, well, we go behind. Wharton to Sarr. Manus. Wharton. Wharton finds Uche. Uche to Kamada. Pino. Kamada. Manus. Manus through to Sarr. Sarr creates some space. It's come back off the woodwork and it's gone wide. It's gone for a corner. Manus. Henderson. Gay. Uche. Out to Pino. Pino finds Uche. Uche's just got to get this into space. Uche! And as the trigger was pulled, so it was blocked. Pino. And it's gone for a corner. Guy. Pino to Angori. Pino's lost the ball, and that's danger. We can't do that. Savino, but it's tackled back by Pino, but still given away. Savino crossed in the area, and Phil Foden this time puts away. Haaland left it, and well, we're 2 down, and I can see this going down as our first loss of the season, and probably rightly so. Oh, dearie me. We have a corner. Wharton with the corner. This one in near post. Ooh, and it's not falling. Donnarumma making a save. And half-time has arrived. And Haaland on 17. Phil Foden on 42. We've had a lot of that match until there. And, yeah, we've not pulled it off, have we? And we are struggling. They've got into the ascendancy. They've had 57% of the possession. We expected them to have a lot of possession. We have had chances. We've just not put them away. And they have kept us out. Donnarumma making a couple of really, really good saves. But these two, Savano and Foden, getting their crosses in. We've just not been able to do the business and getting the crosses in, especially for Mateta. And I think they pretty much marked Mateta out of the game. As it currently stands, Manchester City go top. As Mateta gets us underway, no changes at half-time, and we're hoping for a better second half. Kamada. Need to get a goal early in this second half to give ourselves half a chance. Angori. Wharton. Sarr, who's well inside. And, yeah, pickpocketed again. It was too telegraphed, too much messing around. To Bernard Silva, into Haaland. And he's offside. Henderson to Lacroix. Manus. Lacroix. Can't be too casual. Gay. Manus goes on a run. Manus crosses this ball in, and it's off target from Mateta. Out to Pino. Pino finds Uche in space. Uche's a cut inside, but he just wanted too much room. Ball still alive. Angori, Kamada back to Angori, pulls it back, put it into the area, Pino. And, Donnarumma making a fine save, going for the top corner, and he got his hand to it. Donnarumma with the ball in his arms. Angori cutting that one out. Guy goes out wide to Manos. Manos finds Saar. Saar crosses in. Mateta can't hit the target for bloody barn door, and I think it was a save actually. Angori brought down right on the edge of the area, and a chance here for Kamada. Top corner, and Donnarumma making another save. And with 65 minutes on the clock, we are going to make a couple of changes, I think. Pino not doing it on his side of the pitch. Nketiah will come on for him. That's one change. The other change, Mateta not doing it up front, but we haven't really got anybody else there to take his place. We got the injury to... forget what his name is now. We got an injury to him anyway, so nothing to do. Wharton not really doing it in midfield. Lerma is an obvious replacement for him, but I'm not sure. Lerma hasn't been playing particularly well of late. Do we take Wharton off or do we leave him on? I think we're just going to make that one change for now, as it is, and see if Nketiah can make a breakthrough. He's a little bit more attacking minded. Plenty of time to go in there and change the game. Let's go and do it. And with 75 minutes on the clock, still not making any inroads. They've almost shut us off now. That's what it feels like. And, well, chances going begging. Wharton is going to come off. We're going to bring on, do we bring on Decore or Lerma? Lerma, I think, in that midfield. And, well, Uche, I think, will take off and we'll bring on Raksaki. I think that's going to be it for the moment. Team talk is going to be, there's not a lot of time left, but make an impact. Let's go and see if we can get at least one back. And with 85 minutes on the clock, going to make our final changes. Mateta definitely isn't doing it up front today. We put, no, we won't. Let's change Nketiah for Mateta. Mateta can come off. And we will bring on SA on that left side just to see if we can do something there. Have we got any other tired legs? We have various, but I think we've got one more change that we can make. Who do we change? I don't want to change just for the sake of making changes. Manus has been playing quite well. I think we're just going to stick with that. Let's go out there. I want you to make an impact in the time it'll have left remaining. Rico Lewis is on the ball. 88 minutes on the clock. And we're going to our first loss of the season. Cut out by Lacroix, but Nketiah not getting there. And Rainiers puts it wide. 3 minutes added on at the end of this game. It's not going to be. And bang goes the 100% record. And Manchester City have overtaken us on goal difference. 47% of the possession. We always knew we were going to struggle for possession. We had plenty of shots. 23 shots. We peppered them. 12 on target. Previously, we put those chances away. Today, we haven't. 1.16 on the XG. They had 9 shots. 5 on target. 1.82. They had a couple of chances and took them. Well, with just the one result on a Friday night, and it was a top-of-the-table clash. Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 0. We didn't get the win that we wanted, or even any points. A draw would have been a better result for us, really, but we've dropped into second place. 4-goal difference between us and them, and now we have to watch over our shoulder because Newcastle have a game in hand, and if they win that game in hand, close it to just 2 points behind us. So we need to be very, very careful and hopeful, and we need to be picking up form again very, very soon. Our next league match, in fact, next league matches should be all right. We've got Coventry, Norwich and Bournemouth coming up. Arsenal are probably our next big side that we've got coming up on the horizon. Then we have Chelsea coming up very, very close behind. But our focus must now change to the game against Bayern Munich. It's going to be another tough one. And as Manchester City had Haaland, they've got a guy called, Kane. And here we are, Champions League match day 3 in the league phase. 8 matches to be played all told, and this is the side that will face Bayern Munich and Harry Kane. It's going to be a tough match, a bit like the Manchester City game, but we never give up. Henderson in goal then. It's Mitchell, Gay, Dragusin and Manus, our defensive line. Kamada and Wharton continue in midfield. Pino, Uche and Sarr across the attacking midfield. Nketiah gets the nod in front of Mateta today. And on the bench, it's Benitez, Guy, Angori, Lacroix, Doucouré, Raksaki, Lerma, Mateta, Dans, Bireth, who's not 100% fit, can only play about 30 minutes, but he's on the bench anyway, Richards and Yarami. And here we are back at Selhurst Park as we look for a decent result here tonight. It's going to be a toughie. They're playing a 4-2-4. 2 attackers and 2 wide players. They are 17th and we are 18th in the league table as it stands at the moment. Something's got to give. Champions League football again looking very, very good. As the teams enter the pitch. And Bayern Munich playing in all white tonight. So far, dry. And Nketiah getting us underway. Wharton out wide to Mitchell. Pino tries to thread one through. Up at Meccano. Top. And through the lines very easily. Kane threads it through for Frederinko. And Franculino gives Bayern Munich the lead after 8 minutes. And, well, it's going to be one of them episodes, I think. Kane, if he's not scoring, he's supplying between the 2 central defenders and Henderson. Not doing. And, well, I am thinking about whether to push Uche more forward and alongside Nketiah, but as yet we haven't made the change. And they look dangerous when they come forward. They're all over it, and Frederinko in again, this time a save from Henderson. And as we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half, we have gone 2 up top, and it seems to have thwarted them a little bit. We've had no highlights since just 1 minute of added time at the end of this half, and we do get a highlight. Mazulia. Uche has gone up alongside Nketiah. Olise. Kimmich. Kane. And he's all over for the first half. And that's where we're at. 64% of the possession for Bayern Munich. 6 shots, 4 on target against our 5 and 1. They've got 0.88 against our 0.38. We had a little bit more of that second half of the first half, if that makes sense. But we need to be better and get the goal back in the second half. It's Harry Kane getting us underway for the second half. One change at half time. Mateta is on, and we have taken off Yarami Pino. Upamecano on the ball. Tar. Upamecano just holding the ball up, being very casual, patient, and he's gone. Elise, he's gone on a run. He's pulled it back, and it's gone in. And Pravalic, the scorer, 2-0. And now it's going to start. I heard a goal difference as well. And, well, been undone. Pulled it back and through the crowd. And Henderson nowhere near it. And unfortunately, we don't have an answer. That was Mateta's cross in. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. We just simply don't have an answer. And I could go to the bench, but there's no inspiration on the bench to make a change that's going to make a difference, I don't think. That's the problem. And they're at us again. This time Mazzulli is in. And a save from Henderson. And as we come up there, we've got tired legs out there. Uche's tired. And Ketia probably would have been better out here and leaving Uche up front as the deep lying forward. But, yeah, not doing it. Bereth is injured. We don't really want to run him out if we can help it. So Uche's going to have to see the game out. Ismail Assar, we'll take him off and bring on Rakasaki on that right side. Kamada is tired, and we will take him off and bring on Doucouré. As I say, nobody there really that's going to give us any sort of impetus. And as I say, Nketiah not having a good day out there. Defensive-wise, we've been poor as well. And I might take Mitchell off and bring on Angore. And actually, while we're at it, might as well go for the whole lot and take Manus off and bring on Richards. They are all our changes. Just to trust you to make an impact. As we fast approach 90 minutes, 3 added minutes. It's going to be a 2-0 win for Bayern Munich. Always going to be a tough match, but it's still no easier to take. 8 shots, 2 on target, 11 shots, 6 on target. We're never in this game. And our season has suddenly hit a brick wall. Well, 3 games played. There are 8 to be played. We're not halfway yet, but needless to say, we've got a couple of real tough matches still to come. We've got Real Madrid and Barcelona in the next round of games. So it isn't going to get any easier. And we are, at this moment in time, struggling to even get into the playoffs. It's not looking extremely promising. Need to definitely be picking it up somewhat. We're going to play a couple of games offline. Coventry and Norwich in the Premier League. Hopefully we will come back having secured a little bit of a win again, because we've hit a bit of a rough patch. And then we will come back for Benfica and Bournemouth in the next episode again. Hopefully opportunities for us to continue or pick up our form. Should have not continue, but pick up our form in the Premier League and get ourselves back on tap. And then hopefully that will transpire in the game against Benfica as we take a trip to the Estadio de São Benfica, something like that. Anyway, that's what's coming up in the next episode. Benfica and Bournemouth. Hopefully we can put our season back on track. That's what I'd like to do, but whether we can do it or not, we will have to wait and see. But I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Where Eagles Dare as they are released. And new episodes of Where Eagles Dare released every Monday and Thursday, or at least as close to as we can do it. Best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel, follow me on X at Just Offside 2. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode number 26. And hopefully we'll see you then. Till then, bye-bye.